campaign around the city of Woodsledge. Um, right now, you're all on a mission that we'll go over in just a few minutes. But for the most part, what brought you all to Woodsledge?
I'll let someone else go first because I'm a follower,
I live here. I run a shop here.
and I just
You mean
follow
your
her around, so
parents
that's
run
fine.
a shop here, right?
My parents own a shop. I run the shop.
Well, so Maggie is my cousin, and I officially came here to help Maggie run her shop, and make things for the shop. Unofficially, she's a Pathfinder member, and she's here on mission. Actually,
And unofficially,
it is officially, it's just the only person who would know that is Maggie.
Ember also definitely doesn't have a super sketchy lab in the basement. Don't worry
Totally do
about it.
not. Yeah, no. If you hear explosions coming from the basement, that's just your imagination.
Yeah, it's just the artifacts acting up. Don't worry about it.
So Redectic came to Wood's Edge with a group of firebrands who were on a errand of mercy to try to establish, to fight injustice, protect the oppressed, humanitarian aid, all that good stuff. On the way to Wood's Edge from Taldor, the boat going upriver was attacked by pirates and sank. So he got separated from the rest of his firebrand group and is attempting to locate the firebrands and reconnect on this humanitarian mission.
All right.
Originally, I was gonna be yanking some poor fool from a fire and taking him into town to get him some medical aid, but I guess that ain't what I'm doing no more. Rather tick.
I mean, it's still, you still could have rescued him. He just knows who he is.
Yeah, the rescue thing. See, the boat sank and caught fire and sank, and so they definitely needed to rescue.
It's just now he can tell you his name. So.
Right.
Right. Can you do that? Because I still don't know how to say your name.
His name's Redectic.
It's Redectic.
That's not that hard.
I'll call you Tick. I don't know. I'm just gonna call you Roderick.
That's actually how I thought it was pronounced, was Roderick.
I'm gonna call him Deck. I'm gonna call him Deck real fast, so it sounds like Dick.
And how are you in town? How are you here?
Yes, how am I here? Excuse me, I am homeless, I am gay, I have AIDS, and I am new in town. So, I'm a ranger, from a tribe in the forest, and I sell herbs and, like, valuable monster bits in town. To try and keep all the folk out the forest as much as possible, so they don't have to come in and look for that stuff. I can just bring it out.
I'd buy bits from you if you want to come sell me some of your stock.
Oh, we've been in business.
Oh, we've been in business.
So you're in the monster bits business, are you?
Yes.
All right, Liam, that leaves you.
Oh, I just come to town to hang out with Maggie when I'm bored.
He tried to eat me, and I
Maggie.
said, "Bet."
How do the people in town find that? When when you come into town, do people, the women grab their children and push them behind them, and
I don't know. I mean, I'm just like a knoll, so I don't know how
I
they
mean, the
feel about
picture
knolls.
that you showed looked very cute, right? He was fuzzy and he had a nice little instrument that he apparently can't play.
He does not have an instrument. That's just the image I found.
Oh, the picture
no,
I'm
you're,
looking at
you're
is
not at
mostly-
all. You're big toothy monster is what you are.
I mean, that's no slight against you guys. It's not your fault you have small teeth.
When he goes into town, does he wear clothes?
He's got pants.
Okay.
I mean, are you gonna
He
make a
gives
dog
the
wear clothes? You know?
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel
Are
like
you
pants
like a
should be
dog?
required. Like at a minimum, just put on some pants.
Is there like an int threshold where once you're above a certain int threshold, you're required to don pants?
I think
How
so.
long is your fur? That's the question. Does it cover
It's-
your jaw?
It's pretty long.
There you go. You're probably all right.
It's like Chewbacca. You can't tell what kind of bits he's got hiding under that pelt.
Yeah. Describe the Denver bush.
Oh god. Mr. Frog guy over here has no excuse. He has to wear pants.
All right, I guess I'm wearing pants.
Have to
Or
Google
at
if
the
you can
very
see
least,
one.
short shorts.
Maybe pants and like a
Okay.
little vest.
Loincloth.
No, he would wear
Booty
pants.
short. Hot pants.
Yes. Jorts, actually. Jorts and a jean vest.
Sounds werewolf. Cut-offs, you know. You give
Alrighty,
like
so-
every old lady in the vicinity an instant heart attack when you walk through town.
Yeah, it's like, except it's more like that scene from the third Spider-Man movie where I come out and dancing after changing my look.
Okay.
Oh, and you're just
Probably-
winking and giving finger guns
Yeah.
and unnecessary spins.
Yep.
Well, that actually tones down your image. If you're just hulking and that would be scarier. But if you're doing jazz hands and spinning and stuff, that's takes a lot of the terror out of it.
Yeah, no, I could see it. I could definitely see it.
All right. Is everyone ready to begin?
So I have a black screen. Should I have a black screen?
Ooh.
I
Is
also have a black
everyone
screen.
seeing a black screen? Oh, that means I messed up the vision. One moment. Sorry about that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought you were all gazing at a beautiful field for a while.
Nope.
All right.
I am now.
Right. Yes, we can see the lovely broad valley.
All right. So the goals for today's session are just an introduction into the system, get you a bit used to the features of Foundry VTT. If you have any questions or having any difficulties, just bring it up and we'll try and troubleshoot those so future sessions can go a bit more smoothly. So where we're located right now is you are in the Ho Run Plain, and you are currently awaiting to ambush a group of Grey Gardeners as they bring prisoners. from the city of Tragan. All right. So the way that this is set up, you found a place that has kind of the road in between two hills where you could find a vantage point on either the northern or southern hill as the road begins to curve eastward. There's plenty of bushes, trees to hide in, and rocks as well. Please describe what your character looks like and where they would be hiding while laying in ambush.
Right. So Redectic is a handsome, youthful gnome with a chin strap beard, blue hair, beard, wearing explorer's clothes. Nothing too fancy, but you can tell it's quality materials. Just carrying a backpack and a dagger on his hip, and otherwise doesn't seem to have a very imposing appearance. Maybe looks like a little bit out of place in the woods, but doing his best to gamely go along with this. Still learning the adventuring trade, and he would be, I think, taking a position behind a rock or something with an eye toward the path below, and ready to fire magic missiles or something at the baddies as they come along.
I'm to understand that there's pretty much we can hide anywhere we'd like.
Yes, or not, if your character's not the type to hide.
Well, what's Maggie doing?
Well, I was just looking at my spells, and for any of them to be useful when the people arrive, I need to be within about 30 feet. So I would like to try to find a big rock, one of these rocks, approximately 30 feet from where we think we're going to stage this battle, and I'll probably just hunker down behind a rock.
All right.
Maybe it's a big rock so Akon can come.
How long do we think it will be until they arrive?
You got here probably well ahead of them, so as of right now, you've been waiting probably about 3 hours.
How far into the distance can we see?
So it's a clear, sunny day, summertime, about 70 degrees. So you can probably see for about a mile before the horizon line takes it.
Can I make a perception check to just scan the horizon?
Certainly.
I'm probably going to hide, but I want to be like really close to where we're going to be meeting them.
Like Maggie, I'm going to try to be within 30 feet of the path, the trail.
Okay.
How tall's the grass? Like, could I lay down in the grass and like jump up?
So there's some areas of the grass that are pretty tall and others that are a bit more rocky, as well as some that have more splotches of soil. So you could hide in some of the grass.
I mean, I'm green, so I feel like I could camouflage better in grass. So I want to be within 30 feet because that's my gun isn't useful outside of 30 feet. So I want to lay down in the grass and just like pop up like an ambush.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have Duncan hide behind a rock. Probably also within 40 feet or so, but a different rock, nowhere near me because he's nowhere near stealthy. But he's gonna try to camouflage behind a rock.
Okay. And then is it Akin?
Akan.
Akan. All right. Akan, you look off into the distance and you see some animal life, just gazelle, deer grazing in the grass. But right now you do not see any people or carts or anything like that.
Okay. Then I'll just, I don't know, sit behind one of the rocks adjacent to the path and lie there. I guess I'm hiding, but I'm just kind of sitting down.
All right. And Maggie, did you describe yourself?
I did. I think I went first.
Okay.
She's behind a rock.
I'm behind a rock.
Alright, so I did a quick little something for it. I basically just cut up some of the grass and just stuck myself in there like a little frog.
All right. All right. And do you go by Gunk or Grump?
It's Gump, like Bubba Gump.
Gump. Okay. And what does Gump look like?
I mean, at this present moment,
Like this.
like this.
All right. All right.
Is he blue?
He's like a poison dart frog.
Okay.
And then I suppose since I have a bit of a range, I'm gonna crouch behind some rocks so that I don't have to crouch the whole time. I can just kind of sit on the ground and wait for y'all to start reacting and be like, you know.
All right. And what does Rowan look like?
Rowan looks like she's got long dark hair, pulled back, and she's got massive freckles everywhere, hazel eyes. She's wearing like a adventure outfit kind of deal. Doesn't carry a whole lot on her, maybe a backpack deal. And that's good.
All right. So now that we went through everyone, about a day ago in the city of Woodsledge, you all met with a dwarf blacksmith there, one of the local blacksmiths. Those of you who've spent time in the town, you all know him. But prior to your, we'll call it, radicalization into the firebrands, you didn't know him by his position. So when he kind of recruited you into this mission, he had a bit of a speech. My name is Second Mark Aldo Stone, and I'm putting together a special team, and I need 6 soldiers. 6 capable, borderline insane soldiers with a chip on their shoulder. Now, y'all might have heard rumors that the Grey Gardeners are cooking up something fierce. Well, we're gonna find out what it is, and we're gonna put a stop to it. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I sure as hell didn't come down from the goddamn Fog Peaks across 300 miles of plains and narrowly avoid losing my fucking head to teach the Grey Gardeners lessons in humanity. Grey Gardeners ain't got no humanity. They're the foot soldiers of an extrajudicial institution that perpetuates a cycle of endless bloodshed. That's why any and every son of a bitch you find wearing a Grey Gardener's mask, well, they're gonna die. First, we need information. You're gonna ambush a prisoner transport and free a halfling spy named Kevin. He was conducting some high-interest ops in Tragan, where he was caught. Those lickspittles are going to be transporting him to Lichtran for interrogation and execution. You'll intercept them on the road, blow their convoy with this here dynamite, and free the prisoners. Do well here, and I'll see to it that you earn your first mark. Additionally, y'all can keep any Grey Gardener spoils you might find.
Did you say dynamite?
Yeah, he gave you a box of dynamite.
Oh, you've
Remember-
had time to
Hold on.
set up the dynamite, yes?
Oh yeah. It was definitely set up so that it explodes. That's our warning signal.
Well, you're going to destroy things with it, right?
Yeah, Grey Gardeners. It's gonna be real big. Extra. I'm just gonna put some extra gunpowder in there too, just to make sure it's real big.
All right, and you got a little plunger to set it off.
Where's the plunger? Can I have the plunger? I want plunger.
Do you guys let the pyromaniac goblin have the plunger?
I'm not getting
Sure.
anywhere near that.
I mean, I don't see why not. She's the expert.
Not yet.
I'm not wise enough to
And
know better.
we're also going
Wait,
to go
what?
around the
Yeah, we're definitely not letting the big stupid dog get anywhere
I'm
near
actually
it.
not stupid. I have a +1 to my ant.
Which is probably better than most of us, but
Yeah, no. I have a +4. I am actually very, very smart.
I also have a +4. It runs in the family.
See, what I envision is that prior to the mission, she explained to us what she was going to do with it, and it included a lot of discussion of the mechanical use of dynamite. And I just said, that all sounds right to me, and I don't know anything better to dispute it, so I'm going to let her do whatever she's doing.
Okay, but we're also going to go around and make a fire barrier with water. So let's set this whole damn field ablaze.
all right. Maybe you want to cut a fire break, but I think the water might be a bit excessive. Plus, it's going to be very hard to have a secret ambush if there's a whole lot of.
Be it right here.
Explosion. See, well, what you guys can argue about how you want to like prevent the fire or whatnot, but I'm just going to go around and plant the little dynamite things and like lay the wire down, and yeah. She has a smile on her face the whole time, like you've never seen her this happy before.
Hey, Colin, do you think
A con.
we could just tell them to give us the halfling? What's his name?
Kevin.
Kevin.
We can try.
Yeah, we'll just say, you know what? There doesn't have to be any bloodshed or trouble. Hand over Kevin, and that'll be, yeah.
No.
Right.
Explosion is required.
But see, if
He's
you
right.
explode things, you might explode Kevin, and we don't need Kevin exploded. We want to get Kevin out. So let's try getting Kevin out, and then you can do the explode.
No. Explosion
Speaking
first,
of that,
then save Kevin.
Ember, I sent you a roll request. Did you receive it?
I know. How do I? Oh, is this? Wait. Okay. You want?
You should just be able to hit the little dice roll icon.
I don't. I just see something that says crafting check, but I don't see a dice roll.
One moment. So what I'm
I just look up
having,
a different screen, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I thought you guys still live separate.
No, I've worked remotely since COVID, so we've been in the same place since 2020, and then we moved out here in Washington in 2021. It's just my office is my office. It's my cave. He doesn't normally come into it.
Okay, good for you guys.
I mean, he can. It just has all my work stuff in it.
It's a Lindell free zone, actually. He's strictly forbidden.
He has his own separate workspace with his computer and stuff where he's at.
I approve that arrangement.
all right, how about now?
Same thing.
All right, I'll troubleshoot that some more later. Crystal, go ahead and have Ember make a secret crafting check.
Okay, I have no idea how to wait. There we go. Got it. Never mind. Private GM roll. Blind GM. There you go. You should have gotten it.
All right. Yep. So, Ember, you rigged the dynamite per your specifications, and it is ready to roll.
I
And then
added
I
some extra little like gunpowder, remove some of the little safety features about how it's like not supposed to. I want it big.
All right. And I believe I interrupted some discussion about strategy.
I was going to see if a little gnome and a giant gnoll could step out in front of the Grey Gardeners and say, just hand over Kevin and nobody gets hurt. See how that goes.
Can we wait until they're really close to us? Because I don't want to have to walk too far to get to them.
No, yeah, right.
I believe the speech specifically said kill the Grey Gardeners. It was a very clear speech. It was very passionate, in which the dwarf said kill the Grey Gardeners.
Oh, yeah, no, obviously...
I'm not saying don't kill the Grey Gardeners. I'm saying let's get Kevin first.
Right, we put Kevin on our backside, and then we go through the Grey Gardeners instead of Kevin being with the Grey Gardeners. That just makes it more complicated.
I mean, look, we just explode everything, and then we can revive Kevin later.
I don't have any revive abilities. Does anyone?
Yeah, the reviving part could be complicated. Let's if we don't have to revive Kevin, let's just get him whole and intact, and that'll save
does
any.
Someone want to go in there and just like grab him then? Like, I don't really feel like talking to the Grey Gardeners. Like, if someone wants to sneak up and like grab him, that's great, and then I explode. But exploding is going to happen.
Here's an idea. We get me and Akon stepping out in front. Akon, thank you. Sorry. To get their attention. We're talking with the lead Grey Goose, and then somebody can do the sneaking around at the same time while we've got their attention out front. Rescue Kevin, and then the exploding and killing can happen.
So who's good at what is everyone's stealth skills? Like who's stealthy?
Well, Gump is pretty stealthy.
I want big scary muscle out front.
I'm fairly stealthy.
All right. Who do we have other than Akon who could get out front, and keep their attention? I thought having a big gnoll would be more attention grabbing than just a little bitty gnome.
I do have a robot that I could send out that could wheel himself out. I mean, he's not big; he's about 3 feet, but he's a robot, so that's pretty like, what the hell is that?
I apologize for interrupting, but it seemed like a good chance to mention one of the features of the system. So if you go to the Actors tab, the fourth button from the left, and if you see the bar that says the party, right next to that little folder is something called the party sheet. It's labeled open sheet. If you click that, you'll see all the statistics of the party members. So things like languages, party skills, recall knowledge, you have access to all those.
No way. Let's see.
Wow.
Looking at stealth, so Ember is the most stealthy,
Oh.
and then Rowan and Maggie are followed after that. Then I'm gonna call you Roderick because that's what sounds right to me. And Gump, and then Akon.
So Rowan, with stealth and athletics would be a good one for going to rescue Kevin. Might need to, open up the cage or cart or whatever he's in, grab him, maybe even carry him.
Do you have thieves' tools, Rowan? Can you do thievery?
I don't think so.
Maggie?
Do thievery. I don't know if
Yeah.
I have thieves' tools.
Do you have gold? You could say you bought thieves' tools. They're only like, I think, a gold or something. They're not that expensive.
Yeah, I'm trained in thievery.
Yeah.
So what
'cause,
does that get me?
So if you have thieves' tools, you can use thievery to like open a cage. Because I was looking, Rowan doesn't really have a really good thievery skill. She's untrained. So, like if the two of you go together, right? Because you're decently stealthy as well.
Yeah, I have a 5 stealth. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so if like the two of you go together, right, you could try to break open the cage, and then Rowan can like carry him or something.
How much do thieves' tools cost? Can we retroactively say that I have purchased some?
Yes. So as far as cost, if you go to your character sheet, look into inventory, and then you'll see equipment. If you click the little the browser hourglass, you can look up thieves' tools. So they cost 3 gold.
3 gold? Okay, I can do that. And then I have 2 gold left.
Do we all start with the same gold?
It's
Yes,
like
everyone
13
started with 15.
or 15.
Okay. I don't have anything in my inventory. So
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you probably at least wanted to buy like an adventures kit at the like in.
I'll fix that. It probably didn't transfer over, right?
Oh, I had that problem where it didn't like my weapons and stuff didn't transfer. It's like I'll have to delete the token completely and then like redo it.
Yeah, I'll fix that in a moment.
let me check on Gump. Yeah, he's got his stuff. Okay.
Okay, I now own thieves' tools. So yes, I can join this excursion and be in charge of picking Kevin out.
I think we've got a plan. Con, where did we settle? Are you going out front or?
Yeah, I can go out front.
All right.
Do you want me
All
to
right.
send my robot with you?
Yeah, that'll add a extra level of
I am the most intimidating person in the party.
you are in fact.
Ooh.
That's not hard.
Yeah, I don't think most people took intimidation. Yeah, most people are untrained in it.
I think I.
I'll say for the purposes of the party sheet that I didn't get my latest abilities, skills, and abilities transferred from Path Builder, so it's showing some skills and abilities that are not my current set.
All right. You should be able to modify them by clicking them and just going trained, untrained.
Okay.
And then we can use things like Path Builder as a reference, but as we start leveling up, I would recommend probably just leveling them up in Foundry, and then just utilizing one of those character builders for knowing what to drop into each slot, because they don't sync up or anything like that. So as you gain more items or bonuses, it won't transfer over.
Also, I would like to just state that Lionel is in his special harness attached to my backpack.
All right, all right.
Just the image in my mind is just adorable because it's like a frog and like a baby carrier.
Oh, I was fully Googling like dog carrier backpacks last night to decide what it looked like. It's very much what that is.
Sorry, what was it?
Oh, Lionel lives in like a backpack.
And you
harness.
live in my backpack harness, so
Yeah, it's like a little stack.
it's a little babushka doll of creatures
Yeah,
in
it's like I
backpack.
was thinking the Russian dolls was like inside.
Okay, well, I'm ready to pop out whenever anyone else tells me.
I'm gonna signal Duncan to follow Akon. Can I just call you Puppy? I'm gonna call you Puppy. I'm gonna signal Duncan to follow Puppy.
All right. So Rowan, I added most of your items, but the rest of them I'll need to figure out. You should be good for armor. So your AC is good.
I'd be very sad to die in this.
Yes, that was a good catch. All right. Anyone other than Roderick or
Roderick.
Okay. And Rowan have any issues with their sheets?
I think mine's fine. But I'll let you know if anything comes up.
All right. Okay. All right, go ahead and position your tokens where you feel they would be. I'm gonna leave Lionel's token off the map since he's pretty much your equipment right now.
Sounds good.
From this, can we expect them to be coming?
They'll be coming from the east on this map.
From the east. All right. Akon, let's say you and I position ourselves at the western end, and then the others can be hidden alongside to be able to perform their parts in this action. I'm not seeing.
Without my command, Duncan can't do much other than what I initially told him to do, which is to follow you. So he's just gonna follow you.
I'm sorry, is there a way to drag the screen?
You hold your right mouse button and then drag.
Okay. I'm on a barely functional laptop, so that makes it a little tricky, but I seem to have got it. Thank you.
Okay, and then Ember, can you ping on the map where you placed the dynamite?
So you said they were coming from the east, right?
Yep, they're coming from this way.
Okay. So probably. How do you ping?
You hold the left click button.
Is that working?
What's the range of it?
Probably 20 feet.
Okay.
But can
So
you see
looks-
my pinging?
No, are you pinging?
Yeah, it's pretty much in the middle of the map. Pretty much like diagonal from where, or not diagonal, straight where I'm looking, like right where I am. But why isn't
So
it
here?
working? Yeah, right there. But why isn't it working?
Probably something to do with permissions. Everyone should have the ability to ping.
Right. So
Liam,
I
can
was
you
thinking,
try pinging?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm able to see your ping, Liam.
Because I'm clicking.
Are you holding?
Yeah. And then click. Hold.
Okay, yeah.
Click.
There you go.
Okay. So user error. But yeah, basically there. So I can see it, basically.
Okay. And what are you going to attempt to blow up? The people or the wagon?
Oh, people. Definitely people.
All right.
Not Kevin, but, you know, if he gets in the way. I was going to wait until I saw Maggie and Rona running with Kevin, and then as soon as they're kind of away from the blast zone, so roughly, I don't know, 15 feet or so, then blow it up.
Okay. So everyone who is currently hiding, can you roll me a secret stealth check? And everyone who is not hiding, go ahead and roll a perception check, secret.
How do you do the secret roll?
It's a blind GM roll.
If you go to the bottom right, there's 4 little options. You want to click the one that says blind GM roll, and then you make your perception check.
Okay, bottom right of what?
Your screen.
So, quick question. When you're looking, so I set it up so that way, I'm just curious if you have this. When you look at the top left of your screen, do you have your character name and then like things
Yes.
like strikes? Okay, so if you go under skills and you click stealth, there should be a little pop-up that comes up. Do you get that pop-up?
Yeah.
Okay, so in roll mode, you want to click that drop-down menu and click blind GM roll.
They do roll mode.
So that's what I'm saying. In the pop-up, if you look down towards the bottom right before you click roll, right up above that is roll mode.
Easy.
I'm sorry, I'm not seeing perception. Does anyone know why
So
I
when you go to
wouldn't
your
have
you go to your character
that?
sheet
Mm-hmm.
and you see your name at the top, Pathfinder on the left, your HP, your armor class.
Yeah.
You see those?
Yes.
Not really.
And then underneath those, you see perception.
This looks.
Yes.
Now roll it.
Perception isn't with the normal skills because it's like your initiative, but you can change your initiative
Okay.
to be stealth if you're like stealthing rather than something else.
Well, that's your perception. Then right underneath that is initiative, and so you can change how you're rolling initiative.
Yep.
So when we start this fight, I'm probably gonna try to roll initiative with my intimidation check.
Oh, so do we not even see our own rolls?
That's what the blind DM roll. That's what we were talking about last session about whether or not we want secret rolls or not. And
So you can't metagame. You don't know how it is.
Okay.
Like I don't know how I set up my crafting. Did I roll a natural one and it's going to not work at all, or did I roll a crit and it's going to be amazing? I don't know.
I love blind GM roll.
All right, and Gump, are you hiding or are you out in the open?
I'm hiding.
All right, can you give me a secret stealth check, please?
I thought I just did
Well,
that.
we fucked it up.
Oh.
So
That was GM only. I guess.
Disregard. I saw it. I didn't see it until You're good. Okay. All right.
So I don't see Akan on the screen.
He's over with me and Duncan.
I thought we
Is
were
that not
going
where
to
I'm
be
supposed
out
to be?
front.
Are we?
Yeah, so okay, so here's what I thought the plan was. I thought the plan was Akan, Roderick, and the robot were going to walk up and like be in the middle of the road, very visible, while Maggie and Ronan were going to be on the other side of the map to try to sneak into the back and get Kevin.
I was told
Okay.
they're coming from the west or the east, right?
Yeah, that's what I
Yes.
thought.
So you want me to stop them from getting to you guys? So you want me to be all the way over on the east side?
Well, so I set up the dynamite in the middle. So
Yeah. So you want me to
we
stop them
want
on
to
top of the dynamite?
Yes, I want them to stop right on top of the dynamite.
Okay.
So right there is probably a good place.
Then if we're
Do
sneaking
Maggie
around
and I
back behind them, should we go like over?
On the east side, yeah.
yeah, so do me and Maggie want to be here? Do you see where I'm doing the thing?
Yes,
That
that's
would
a
be a
good
good
spot.
place, right
Yep,
there, yeah,
right behind
right
that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Join me, Maggie. Oh wait,
Oh,
here
God.
you are. Haha.
We got little legs.
You got little legs.
Just like everyone to know.
Just making frog noises in the tree. Was that your alert noise? We listen for the frog noise and we know they're there.
I can do that.
I mean, I actually have a document that one of my friends came up with of all of these different whistle combinations from a different campaign that I could just import over, but then Chris has to reskin them all as different combinations of frog sound.
I can dig it.
All right. So you see, ignore the little horse-drawn part of the cart. It's actually motorized with a steam engine. You see 6 human individuals. Those ones around the front of the cart and in back are wearing just normal leathers. Kind of look kind of like your normal run-of-the-mill ruffians. But the one out front, he's wearing well-crafted armor and has the quintessential Grey Gardener blue mask with tricorn hat.
Do we have any kind of livery, something that we wear, like the Grey Gardeners wear the mask to?
If you want to be disguised, you can. But no, there's no specific uniform.
They're all gonna be
Okay.
dead, so there's nobody to actually remember what you look like.
Just wondering if they see somebody standing in front of them, they say, you're Firebrands. So they're on alert for that. But
I'm
if
just a
we're
big
not,
wolf dude in jorts and a jean vest, so.
Yeah, I feel like a gnoll in interesting attire, a gnome that probably is geared to the teeth, and a robot would make people stop and wonder what the hell's going on. Yeah.
they wouldn't be able to identify us as Firebrands just visually.
I
No.
That's what I was trying to
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
establish. The way we can look at them and say, these are.
I think that's the point, though. You probably wouldn't want to be quickly identified as a firebrand. Because, then you'll be, executed quite quickly.
Okay. Well, as soon as the lead one gets into distance, I want to call out and say, "Halt! Identify yourselves."
All right. You see the steam-powered wagon stops proceeding forward, and you see a few people kind of jump out from some areas in the front of it who are driving it. And
More people?
no, the people on the side. So these people came out of the front. The only person that was walking in front of it was the lead guy here.
Okay.
All right. So as you say halt, he approaches you and asks, "On whose authority are you blocking our passage?"
On our own. Are you carrying Kevin? Is Kevin with you? We're looking for Kevin.
Why do you need this, Kevin?
He's somebody that I think is as far as you need to know, is a friend of ours, and if he is with you, I think he would want to come with us because we're friends of his, and not to stay with you, because if he's with you, then he's probably not having a good time.
I'm just going to interject, and I am much taller than him, and presumably taller than this guy that we're talking to. I don't know, how big is he? What is he?
He's probably about 5'10" or so, human.
So I'm bigger than him. and I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna cut to the chase on this one. Give us Kevin, or I'm going to eat the marrow out of your bones.
All
I
right.
think listen to the big guy. We don't want it to come to that. But if it needs to, then yes, definitely, he will be eating your marrow bones.
And I'm gonna lick my teeth at him.
So Akin, go ahead and roll your intimidate for initiative. Or correction, a con. All right. So when you say, give us Kevin or I'll lick the marrow from your bones, their hands were pretty much already on their weapons, but he yells, 2 arms to his men.
I
All
go
right.
first.
Yes, Ember, you're up first.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Because okay, so based off of where I put the dynamite and looking where people are, it looks like it's only gonna hit the people, right? Not the cart.
Yes. So pretty much, the leader is standing near on top of it, and the minions over here.
Cool. I'm gonna put the plunger down and explode.
All right.
Because I was not expecting to go first.
Trigger happy over here.
Cut to the chase.
All right. So the explosion goes off right as planned, and it was as brilliant as you had envisioned in your mind.
Are they dead?
So he's not dead. However, he is prone and weakened. So disregard the health estimate that you see. It was represented by me switching his token to a weaker creature.
Okay, so did it just hit him? I thought it would have hit the other 4 guys too.
It did hit the other guys, so they're prone as well.
All 5 of them are prone.
No, the 3 that were up front.
Oh, the 3 that are front. Okay, and then but how are they looking? Are they looking like totally fine, or like they're
They do not look good.
Okay. So I can.
But they looked like they were experienced with blades before, so
Okay.
this kind of cut them down to size.
All right. So that was one action, right? To shoot the plunger
Yep.
down. Okay. Then I am going to use another action to command Duncan. I'm going to tell Duncan to kill them. So Duncan's then going to take his 2 actions. There, and then he's going to punch that guy.
Oh, I also forgot to do something. I think I'm supposed to use a reaction to do this at the start of rolling for initiative.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna do your hybrid form?
Yeah, I'll just turn into my hybrid form. So, big teeth, and I look more like a werewolf. But
Okay. So Crystal, when you when you make an attack, make sure to target someone first. So
Oh,
you do
crap.
that by clicking on them, and then
Is that it? Am I targeting him?
yes, you're targeting him now.
Go.
All right. So
Do I roll damage?
hold up.
Or did
I'm comparing it to his stuff. All right. Yep. Roll damage. All right. So
and if
Duncan runs up to him and just slams him into his fist into his chest while he's on the ground.
he's still alive, right?
Yes.
All right, so then I'll just have him do it again with the map.
So what you already did one action to move for Duncan,
Oh,
and then
that's
you
right.
used the other action to
You're right. I
strike him.
forget he has 2, not 3. Okay. I'm sorry. So okay, so he moved and punched. That was his 2 actions. I have
Yep.
1 more action left. I'm going to activate my overdrive, which basically is me doing a crafting check. Sorry, I'm just not.
So you
super-
would click the overdrive ability, and it should roll it for you. Oh.
So it's a failure. So it didn't work.
Okay, that's good because you probably should have done that at the beginning of your turn to empower Duncan.
Oh, does that work for Duncan and not just my gun?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that. I thought it was just my gun. Okay. That's my turn. Sorry. Still
All right.
learning how this one works.
Okay, so it's the leader's turn. He essentially got sent flying by the blast, along with the 2 guys behind him, and then Duncan ran up and punched him when he was on the ground. So he uses his first action to stand up, and he'll draw his second sword, and he'll yeah, he'll go up to Akin or Akan, and
You can also call me Wolfsbane.
all right, he goes up to Wolfsbane and attacks for a hit that does 10 damage. All right. Then this guy gets up for 1 action, and he'll go up to Duncan. And he misses with Duncan, and then he will attempt to trip Duncan.
Sorry, I was poking stuff.
All right, and his check against Duncan fails. All right, Gump, it's your turn.
Alright, so popping out of the dirt, like burrow I made for myself, I will draw my lance. That's the first action. I'll have it two-handed. Let's see. So, like, can I like? second action is gonna have to be to move, or like what kind of range do I have on that thing? Like, can I poke him from here?
Let me check real quick.
Shit's 15 feet away.
It does not have reach.
Okay, well, I'm very small, so I would like to run under carriage.
All right.
So I will place myself like, there-ish. Right. I think that's all I can do, right?
So one action move, one action to draw your weapon. You got one left.
Oh, no. Sick. Alright, I'll poke his ass.
All right. So target him by clicking on him and pressing the T key,
Okay, got him.
and then roll the strike.
Okay, so I've got. So when I click on strikes and I go down to my lance, I've got +7, +2, -3 damage and critical. What do I click?
So those are the multiple action penalty ones. So the first time you swing with your war lance, you would click the +7, then the second time +2, and then the third time and any time after that the -3.
Okay. And is that a public roll
Yeah, it will be a public
or
roll.
just? Okay.
All right, you hit. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, 10 damage to him.
Hell yeah.
He is looking very bad.
Perfect.
All right, it's his turn now. So he's going to, since he holds a bow, he's going to spend 2 actions to kind of scramble up this cliff here. And then you have, or you as in Grump have cover from the wagon there. Crystal, how did you activate cover on your character?
Good question. I think I pushed something, and I don't quite remember how I did that. I was screwing around with it, and then I couldn't get it off. It was when I was playing around with the features.
Well, when I click on my token and I go over to effects,
Yeah.
It's
might
one
be
of your
that.
there's
token
a bunch
effect.
of stuff here.
Yeah, I was screwing around with it, and I don't remember exactly how I got there. I was playing with stuff.
So
I'm
if
trying
you
to
look, if you
find-
click on your token and then that little window pops up, you can see your hero points on the top left. 2 underneath that is your armor class, and then there's like a little brick wall, and if you click that, you take cover.
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, it's right under your or right next to your armor class.
Gotcha. All right, thanks, Liam.
Thank you.
All right, so he'll try and take a shot at you anyway because, well, you almost killed him.
Okay.
All right, and that's a miss. All right. This guy will spend 2 actions moving towards the group, and he'll target Rod with his longsword. Unfortunately, that's a critical hit. Is your AC correct right now, Rod? All right. Yeah, looks like it.
AC 15.
It says 14 in here.
Yeah, the character stuff on Forge is not up to date. I haven't had a chance to update it with the latest stuff.
Okay. We'll take a look at that after the combat then. And then fortunately for you, it was not good damage, and you take 2 damage. As he comes up to you and slashes you with his longsword. All right. Rowan and Maggie, did you both roll perception for your initiative or stealth?
Stealth for me.
Sorry, I muted myself. I think I rolled perception, but I think my stealth would be higher if I'm allowed to roll that instead.
Were you hiding?
Yeah, I'm hiding behind a rock.
Okay.
But we can use the roll I already sent you.
Alright.
That's fine.
All right, so this bandit over here, he sees you two hiding behind the rock, so he's gonna come over and take a swing at Rowan. And he misses. He'll attempt to trip you.
You just like shove me?
He rolls an athletics check versus your reflex save.
And judo throw me.
All right. So he actually manages to trip you. So your character goes prone. All right, Rod, it's your turn.
All right. Is there a penalty for spell casting when someone is adjacent?
So spell casting is a manipulate action. So if they do have the ability to react to it, they could take that reaction.
You can provoke opportunity attack.
But unlike 5th edition, not everybody has an opportunity attack.
All right. Well, I don't like standing up here in front. I want to stand behind Ekon. So I'm going to move back behind him. And then
Did you step or move?
I don't know the difference.
Step is if you just move 5 feet. Move allows you to move your entire movement speed. The step does not provoke reactions or
Yeah,
trigger
I'm only
reactions.
going 5 feet to get behind a con, so that
Alright,
would be a
So
step.
step.
And let's see. We do. Is there feedback on setting target? I just click and.
You have to press T.
You should see like arrows.
You have to click
once it
them and
happens.
press T.
There we go. All right. And let's see what electric arc looks like. We're gonna do.
Okay, so electric arc, you're actually able to target 2 creatures that are within 30 feet of each other. So you would be able to target the main guy as well. So you would just select them both.
So if you click your other target and then Shift T, so you'll add them both as targets.
Yep. All right.
Already. And
And just request you press electric arc one more time. Okay. So for them, you automatically roll damage since it's a basic reflex save, and then I tell you if they pass their check or not.
okay.
All right. So go ahead and roll damage. All right. And we get to see our first spell animation, yay. So the guy who attacked you, he fails and gets zapped. But the leader, he critically succeeds and takes no damage. All right, so that
Okay.
was 1 action for you to step and 2 actions for electric arc. It is now Wolfsbane's turn.
Alright, I use 1 action to rage. And then I'm going to use another action to demoralize. And I'm going to say, "Did you think I was lying?"
All right, you got him. He is frightened 1.
Okay.
And for your 3rd action?
And then for my 3rd action, I will bite him.
All right, make sure to use the bite from your rage.
It automatically... No.
I think
I like
it
the animation.
keeps them both.
I can't tell the difference.
So if you mouse over to damage, it's the bottom one because it's the D10. plus
Oh,
6.
yeah. I think I
Uh,
did the right one.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was a critical miss.
Oh.
I'm looking into ways to kind of relabel some of the stuff, but I don't know if I'm able to. All right, so that was all 3 of your actions.
Yep.
Rowan, it is your turn. You are currently prone.
I would like to stand up.
All right, so 1 action to stand up, and you're no longer prone.
How many actions do I get?
3.
Okay, I'm gonna channel my elements. And I believe while I'm channeling my elements, I can actually, at the same time, do blast. Because
Yes.
as part of this action, you can do.
You
other
can
things.
indeed. So to activate your channel elements, go to your character sheet, and under actions, you'll see the little channel elements, blue whirlwind. Hit the use button.
Okay. Actions. Oops.
All right, and then apply effect on the chat bar.
On the chat.
Okay,
Okay,
and then
so
I'm working
I
on
ran
it so that you have little fire swirl around you when you do that, but it'll take me a bit. So the circle that you see around you is what's called your kinetic aura. So when you level up, different things will happen to people within that aura. But for right now, it's mostly just you're casting light, and there's fire dancing all around you as you open your gate to the plane of fire. All right.
Okay.
And then you will see in your actions that the elemental blast became available. So you want to go to elemental blast and turn it from 2 actions to 1, since your channel element only gives you the 1 action for free.
How you do that?
It's just a click bar. You click it and it'll have a drop down, and you just select 1 action.
Single action. Okay. And then
And then after you've selected 1 action, the first row of attacks is the melee, and the second row is ranged. So since you're in melee with them, you want to select the top row. So the blast that has 7. But make sure you target him first.
might be part of the problem here. How do you target him?
So click him and press the T key. All right, you got him. And then now you can go ahead and click that blast plus 7.
The bottom one or the top one?
The top one.
Okay.
All right. Unfortunately, you just narrowly miss, but you have 1 action remaining and can try again at plus 2.
Do I have to do anything to +2? Is that like?
So instead of clicking to plus 7, you would click plus 2. Instead, the one immediately to the right of it. All right. And that one was another miss.
Well, dang.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Maggie, it's your turn. You have the humanoid that's right in front of you. that just tripped Rowan.
Okay. So, first, I would like to cast Forbidden Ward on the guy and on Rowan. So that gives Rowan. I ward an ally against the attacks and hostile spells from a target enemy. The target ally gives a +1 status bonus to armor class and saving throws against the target enemy's attack spells and other effects. So Rowan has a +1 against this guy now.
All right. So I added the effect to Rowan. You can kind of see it glowing around her token outline. So that should automatically take effect.
Nice.
All right. So that was 2 actions. You have 1 remaining.
Oh, is that what cast 2 means?
Yep.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Then can I use
And-
my last action to disengage and step out of his range because I'm little and I don't want to get hit?
Yes, you can step 5 feet away as an action. That doesn't trigger any reactions.
Okay. If I was to sneak past him this way, would that trigger an action?
It would, because you'd be doing a normal movement action, and also you would have to. The rock is difficult terrain for you since you're kind of having to climb over it.
Okay.
So prior to the combat, would you have cast Mystic Armor on yourself?
Let's say yes, if it's not too late to say that.
Yeah, because it lasts all day, and it's a protective spell.
Oh, then yeah, I would have cast it already if it doesn't
Right.
have a.
So go ahead and hit the cast button on that,
Yes.
and you'll see that since it's a your prepared spellcaster, you used up that slot of that spell.
Okay.
So go ahead and look at where it says Mystic Armor in the chat bar. You'll see the spell effect, Mystic Armor. Drag that over to your token.
Drag that to my token.
All right.
Does that work?
Yep. So it's
Yay!
applied, and you have 1 additional AC until you make your next daily preparations.
Oh, okay, awesome. I'm going to, instead of trying to sneak past him, I'm going to go 5 feet out of range this way and try to go around Maggie and stay,
Okay.
or sorry, go around Rowan and stay out of.
All right. So you'll be able to do that next turn because you cast the Forbidden Ward on Rowan, and then you stepped back. So that would be all 3 of your actions.
Oh, do I not get movement and action? Is that not
Nope.
a thing in this game?
It's you just get 3 actions the entire round, and you decide how to spend those actions. So I'll link you after the combat while we're taking a break. I'll link you some generic actions, and there's also an action sheet in the player resource folder.
Okay, great, thank you. Then that is my turn, thank you.
Okay. All right, and now it's finally the last bandit's turn. So he's going to move away from the frog. And he's going to attempt to shoot you. And they just cannot get a beat on you as you're darting around beneath that wagon.
Damn right.
All right. So he's going to adjust his aim and take a shot at the big scary werewolf. And he just narrowly misses Wolfsbane. All right, Ember, it's your turn now.
All right, I'm gonna try this overdrive thing again. See if I can actually succeed at it. No. Okay, it's just not working. Okay. I assume that I had to put down my weapon to use the plunger thingy.
Yeah, you can pick your weapon back up or draw your weapon.
Yeah, and that's an action, right? So that's 2
Mhm.
actions. Okay, so then my last action, I'm going to command Duncan to kill the guy in front of him.
Okay.
And then so Duncan's gonna take his 2 actions. Make sure I have Duncan, and Duncan is going to why?
So you currently don't have the bandit targeted?
My attacks look different on. I'll just see if it works.
Do you have Duncan selected or yourself selected?
I have Duncan selected.
So
Let
right
me.
now you're targeting Duncan. You need to click on the bandit and target him, and then click on Duncan to select him.
Sorry, we're running 2 characters makes it weird. Is he targeted now?
Go ahead and roll to strike.
It's still not targeting him. Like it.
Oh, I see what I did. I targeted him with myself instead of you. Regardless, that is going to be a critical hit. Go ahead and roll critical damage. All right. Duncan just winds up and with a steampunk fist just decks the guy right in his face, and
Arcs fly a little bit because he's not quite. He's not. He's well made, but there's some sparks there.
all right. And then how does your character activate overdrive? What is it that she's actually attempting to
So
do?
I was going to describe it if it worked. So when I was thinking my gun, she just adds more gunpowder to it. But for Duncan, I imagine she signals to him to turn the safeties off. So that way there's like more steam that's operating in his little punching.
All right, so Duncan has 1 action remaining. What do you have him do?
I'll just have him move over to this other guy over here. Yeah. I'll just have him move there. Okay, and then that's it. That's mine and Duncan's turn.
All right, so the leader is frightened of Arkan, or of Wolfsbane, so he's going to be less effective as he attempts to just frantically defend himself from your onslaught. All right, he just narrowly manages to hit you with his first swing for 5 damage. Attempts to swing again and misses, and then he's going to run away. right, Gump, it's your turn.
All right, so would it be free action to drop what I'm holding?
Drop your War Lance.
Would it be a free action to do that? All I would do is just open my hand.
Yes, it is, but why are you looking to drop your War Lance?
For the sake of drawing a different weapon. And,
Gotcha.
Yeah. Basically,
Okay.
like, you know, yeah, skipping. Whatever. You
Alright.
get it.
So you open your inventory, and you see where you're currently two-handing the War Lance. You just go click on the two hands, and then you go all the way down to the bottom of that drop-down menu and hit dropped. All right, and then you just select whatever weapon you're going to draw and have it wield.
Okay.
All right, so
Great.
that was one action to draw the short bow. You do have a focus spell called Gravity Weapon that will give your first strike in a round some extra damage.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I'll do that.
All right, and then drag the oh, it already activated. Good. And then, yep, you have one action left that you can use to strike, or anything else.
I will. Apparently, don't have any ammunition in my fucking
Okay.
my damn thing.
You would have already had it loaded up.
Let me just. Oop. Right, there we go. Fixed. Alright. Let me target this fucking dude. It's not doing it. Hold on.
There it goes.
Wait, no, that's not you. Dude, where's the bad guy? Where's the bad guy? There you are. Oop. Oop.
Which one you looking to target? The bow guy? Okay.
I was trying to ping it, but I wouldn't do it. Anyway, so toggle. So I got a target. Yep, and we got that shit. All right, sweet. Bow. And there we go.
All right, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. All right, takes 3 damage. Okay. All right, it's the guy up on the ridge's turn. He's gonna try and take another shot at you, Grump.
Okay.
And just can't get through that wagon.
Control.
Such a
Alright.
tiny target. It's so hard to hit a frog.
All right, and then he's gonna take a second shot at Rowan. And well, we can see why he's on the B list. All right, and then a third shot at that spellcaster over there. Yeah. So he's hoping that everyone else dies so that no one can write on his performance review that he's a stormtrooper.
Jeez.
All right. So this guy, seeing that guy over there get laid out by Duncan, is going to run away from the robot. And is gonna attack the spellcaster. Alright. And just barely hits, dealing 5 damage to Rod. And then he'll use an action to run away. All right, this guy in front of Rowan is going to attempt to trip you again. Which fails, so he's going to attempt to strike you. And then he's going to move away from you.
Did I take any damage?
No. All right. Roderick, your turn.
That's me.
If you want to demoralize the boss, he has a -1 to all his saves, and he'll be easier for you to demoralize, just so you know.
Thank you for reminding me. That should have went away at the end of his turn.
It's until the end of my turn, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Let me double check that real quick. No, it's the creature's turn. So you have 1 guaranteed round that it affects him for all his actions.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty. Well, I think I'm going to try something a little different this time. I'm going to see if I can daze this guy.
All right. So he fails.
All right.
So he takes
And then,
your spellcasting ability modifier and damage.
and spellcasting ability modifier.
Is 4. All right. So he takes his 4 mental damage. So you have 1 action remaining.
All right. I'll try hitting him with a single magic missile.
Okay. All right, so roll the damage once. All right, so he takes a magic missile to the back, taking 5 damage,
That's right.
beginning to not look good. All right. Wolfsbane, it's your turn.
Okay. I stride once. And, oops. I guess I didn't have him select.
That is a miss. One
And
action
then
remaining.
I will.
All right, you hit him. Go ahead and roll damage.
15.
All right, so you run up to him, you take a chomp at him, and he just narrowly manages to dodge out of the way. You follow that up with a second chomp, and lands true as you chomp into him, and he falls to the ground.
Nice. That's my turn.
All right, Rowan, your turn.
Okay, so I have my stuff activated, but that guy ran away. So let's
He
see
did.
what we got. Okay. Is this guy within 60 feet of me? Let me see.
So you can pull out the measuring tool. Under the token controls, you can see 3 down. It's a little ruler.
He's about 40 feet from me. So I think I'm gonna try and do this burning column. Or scorching column.
All right. So do recall that that one is an overflow, so it will shut your elemental gate, and you'll have to reactivate it on your next turn.
How does it? Where does it say it's an overflow?
So it's one of the traits at the top. So fire, impulse, kinesis, overflow.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Well then. Fire is
So your ranged kinetic blast has a range of 60 feet. So you would be able to hit him, but I would probably say he has cover against you since he's on the far end of that hill there and he's by a bush.
Okay, then I'll just chase after this guy. So, I don't actually know how much movement I have. Let me go look at that.
It will change color when you run out of movement to symbolize that you're taking another action, and then to set waypoints so you can move around that rock, hit the space key.
Oh. Okay. He just moved it. That's fine. He's still within 60 feet, so I'm just gonna hit him. From here.
All right, so are you using the range 2 action kinetic blast or elemental blast?
Yes. So that's the bottom one.
So you need to change it from 1 action to 2, and then you would click the bottom one. And then make sure you have him targeted before you click the attack.
second, I think I'm freezing. Here it goes. Okay, so it's targeted. Right, so how do we switch it from single action to...
So it's that drop-down menu at the top of the actions. Elemental Blast from 1 to 2. And then you'll see to change in the Elemental Blast, it'll have the 2 action symbol instead of the 1 action symbol.
Oh, I see. Okay. So instead of doing the +2, I do like the +7 one?
Yes, so you use the +7 one whenever you're gonna attack first in the round, and then you want to use the bottom one because it's the ranged version.
Okay.
All right, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, and that's 12 fire damage to him. And he's looking really bad as he took that shot of elemental fire to the back.
I'm gonna do it again if I have any more movement.
That is your turn.
That's all of it? Okay.
Yep. 1 action to move and 2 actions to shoot.
Oh, because, yeah, okay. Cool, thank you.
All right, Maggie, it's your turn.
Classic did it again, was talking at a muted phone. While Rowan is doing that and pursuing this guy who I'm trying to ping, I would like to sneak over and try to use my thieves tools. So I can go be 2 actions to get there.
Yep.
And 1 to start trying to unlock it.
All right. Give me a moment to look up thievery. Unfortunately, to pick a lock takes 2 actions and you only have the 1 remaining. But one thing you could do is you could use a seek action to take a look into the cart.
Sure.
All right, go ahead and roll a secret perception check.
Secret perception. Secret perception. I'm going to make a secret perception.
All right. So it's a bit hard for you to look in there because, well, you're how tall again?
3'2".
All right, 3'2". So it's quite hard to look in there. But you're able to pull yourself up, and the only creature you see in there is a kind of a humanoid-shaped bird creature with black feathers.
Okay, interesting.
He's kind of surprised to see you, and he says, "Get me out of here! Hurry!"
Are you Kevin?
No.
Are you a murderer?
Depends.
Are you a Grey Gardener?
No.
Okay, let's go. And then on my next turn, I'm going to try to pick the locks.
All right. So this bowman over here, he just saw his boss get chomped down by this crazed werewolf thing, and weird robotic goblin just punching people to the moon. So
Little disconcerting, I guess.
yeah, he is going to turn tail and attempt to scramble up this cliff. Five. Right. And then he's gonna spend a second action. He's gonna notice this goblin over here for the first time.
I'm so excited. I have the gun pointed at him. I'm like,
And he's just gonna keep on going.
Sounds like something's above his pay grade.
Alright, and that's his turn.
Enough of this shit.
Ember, it's your turn.
so I yell, Rowan, did you play with my safeties again? I told you I don't need safeties.
Everyone needs safeties.
Because I'm just gonna stop the overdrive. It's not working right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna shoot this guy. He's still within 30 feet of me. So my gun range is 30 feet, so I'm gonna shoot him.
So you're not gonna attempt to overdrive?
Well, I guess I could. Yeah, I'll try it anyways. I just kept failing.
Roll better.
Spoken like a true husband.
There. Okay, I did succeed. How do I get it to apply? Last time I just... Oh, there we go. Success. It's not letting me apply the success like it did last time. The pop-up came, but then when I click success, it's not doing anything.
Alright. So go to your actions tab and drag the over. There you go.
I think it's on there now, right? Yeah, it's under my effects.
You applied it twice, but
Oh.
yeah, it's on.
Okay, sorry. It was taking a long time. Okay, so now I have him targeted, and I'm going to shoot him with my gun, which actually is just the most amazing gun ever. It shoots blades.
Sorry, it shoots blades?
Uh-huh. It's basically a contraption that has gunpowder and dagger blades in it, and it shoots the dagger blades.
That's horrifying and amazing.
Uh-huh. Okay, so it says it's not loaded, so let me load.
Goblin engineering.
There we go. Now I should be able to shoot.
Ooh. Critical miss.
It doesn't have the... I don't
It
think has
doesn't have
critical
the other
miss.
goblin side
Yeah,
effects on a
so-
critical miss.
A lot of goblin guns, if they critical fail, they basically explode in your face, but this one does not. Okay, well,
So
that
you
sucks.
packed in too much powder and the daggers just explode instead of getting launched out.
no, it's Ronan's fault because she told my safety, so I had to put more gunpowder in than I normally do, and it didn't work.
Okay.
Yeah, way to
Yeah.
go, Rowan.
Yeah, it's totally Rowan's fault. She was messing with my
You know
gun
what? The
again.
safety isn't for you, it's for all of us, okay?
All right. You have one action remaining.
Yeah, I'm gonna command Duncan, and unfortunately this guy is too far from him, so he's gonna need to use his 2 actions to move up to him or chase after this guy. He's gonna run in front of him, so he would have 80 feet of movement. So he's gonna just move there and try to like block off this guy's like path. It's basically like, where are you going? Where are you going? And that's his turn.
All right. Gump, your turn.
Right. Oh, what the fuck just happened?
Weird.
You see that too?
Yeah, it's like not selecting you as the person in the order.
It looks like it's on an enemy. Like it's.
Yeah, it's the enemy right before me.
But that guy's dead.
Ah, that's what happened. It didn't deselect them from the order. Okay.
Got it. Okay. Let's see. If I were to walk out in front of the wagon and jump on top of it,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I guess better question. If I just shoot at the dude that's up on top, disadvantage because he's on high ground?
So I would say he probably has lesser
Half.
cover against. If you go on top of the wagon, you wouldn't have any cover, but from under the wagon, I'd probably say he has cover against you.
So, like, if I get on top of the wagon,
Mm-hmm.
what does that do cover-wise for him?
You have a clear line of sight to him.
Oh, fuck yeah. Alright, so, let's see. It'd be 2 actions if I were to jump up on top. Because I'd have to, like...
I can say you
wonder-
could probably get it in one.
Okay, I do that. So let me take the cover off of me. Did I do that, or did you do that?
You did that.
Oh, nice. Okay, sweet. Alright.
And then
So-
before you attack, you do have a action called Hunters or Hunt Prey that designates a target as your prey and gives you some extra bonuses, your Hunter's Edge, when you target them.
Okay. Do I have to select anything for that? Is that-
Yes. So
Oh, yeah,
you
that's
would go to your actions and, well, you disregard. So you just declare that you're using the action Hunt Prey,
And
and then tell me which guy you're doing it. And then there's a toggle box at the top of your actions that when you're targeting someone who's your hunted prey, you make sure that you select that. And then the one right before that, or one correction right after that, you'll want to have that one selected too, because that'll activate your gravity weapon.
okay, so let me just boop. I got it. How can I select this fucking dude? There we go. Alright. Yeah, Archer on top of the cliff there. This is now my hunted prey. Did I actually select that?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. And then the strikes. First attack on hunted prey this round. Boop. Okay. Did that do anything? I just clicked on that.
So
that
you want to select all the boxes.
Okay, so
All right, and then go ahead and roll your attack.
and it'd be just that first one, right? Because like if I use this weapon more than once this turn, that's when I would do the
Yeah.
+4, then the one. Okay. That's fine.
So the +4 is the first one, and then the -1 is the second one.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right.
All right, you hit. Go ahead and roll damage. All right. He takes 11 points of damage and dies. You crawl up on top of the wagon. You get a good beat on him. Draw your short bow back as far as it will go, and then you release. He catches the arrow in the gut, kind of groans, keels over, and falls down the cliff.
Hell yeah.
All right. The guy that Rowan just hit in the back, he's going to use a healing potion. soon as I figure out where I put it. All right, so he's looking much better now. And then he'll charge back over to Rowan and he'll attack. And he misses. All right, seeing Duncan block off his path to escape, this guy's going to attempt to run up a different hill. All right, Rod, it's your turn.
All right. I can only see one of our foes at this point. Is that right? one
So
that-
there's
that's
one over by
phone.
Ember. There's the one that's over on this ridge that ran past you, and then there's the one re-engaged with Rowan.
The one that ran past Ember, that Ember shot, is running away, and the one that Duncan is contending with is running away. So there's only one still fighting us. Is that right?
Oh, we want to kill all of them, though. The speech very specifically said, all Grey Gardeners dead. I was listening, it said dead. Kill them all. They're bad people. You don't want them to live. And then also they saw your face. And if they see your face, they gotta die. Because then they'll report you as a firebrand, and that's just all kinds of bad.
Well. Sure. So let's see. We're gonna try casting True Strike. Do I need to target first?
No. Right now, the only spell that you would have that would benefit from True Strike is Produce Flame. So I probably wouldn't recommend it as one of your first level slots right now, as far as using it this moment. You would get more mileage out of a 3-action magic missile if you were looking to use a spell slot.
Yeah. I was gonna. I thought that True Strike would help. But it doesn't require a.
Yeah, magic missile just hits.
Okie doke. Well, it's just magic missile the guy.
All right, if you're using the 3-action, roll damage 3 times while targeting him. Yeah.
Hello, Liam. Are you back?
I guess. Apparently my Ethernet just doesn't work anymore in my computer, so.
That's crazy.
All right. And you're not sure where he goes. He just kind of vanishes from you
Oh,
after going around the rock.
this is a problem. Okay.
It is your turn.
Okay, so I can only move 25, so I can go there. And we yell out, "You're gonna die!"
You can move further than that. It just costs more actions.
Well, do I see him when I move here?
No.
Okay. How about when I move here? Do I see him here?
No. You can use one action to seek.
Okay. Let me go back to my 25. No, I'll go here because I saw him running here. Yeah. So I'll seek. I'll do a perception check. I'll be like, "You're gonna die. You're just making it harder."
All right. Roll your secret perception check.
First, seek. Rip perception check.
I'm looking for him. He disappeared. So I'm trying to find him.
All right. As you yell obscenities that he's going to die, and you look around frantically, you are not able to find him.
Well, that would have been 3 actions, 2 to move, and then 1 to try to find him. So yeah, I'm just screaming obscenities up here, telling him that he's gonna die and he needs to show himself. He's just making it harder on himself. But that's my turn.
All right, Gump, it's your turn. You tend to know that Ember's eyesight is like horrible, so you can also attempt to find this guy. You were able to actually see him as he came around the side of the rock.
Okay. So by that you mean just like, yo, he's right there, or like, I don't know.
Well, you
Shouting to her.
saw him come around the rock, and you don't quite know where he's at right now.
Ah, okay.
But you could
Like
also
you-
use an action to look for him.
Seek.
Yeah, seek is the action, specific action to look for someone. You can tell Ember did not know where the hell he went because she's screaming at the top of her lungs about how he's going to die and he needs to show himself.
Yep. So right now, you're not sure where he's at either. So if you want to uncover him, you just roll your secret perception check to seek, and then depending on the results, we'll see.
Okay. Is that under?
So that would be on
I
on
just
the
rolled it
front
up the
of your
sheet.
on the left hand side of your sheet. Down below your AC, you see an area that says perception. You click it and just make it a private
Oh.
GM roll or blind GM roll, correction.
No, don't mess with that. Yeah.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh. So unfortunately, you're not sure where he's at either. You can attempt to try again, or because you know
I'm gonna
he's
use
somewhere
my-
around there.
Around where exactly? Right, like this area.
The last place you saw him was when he was rounding this rock here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use the last 2 actions I got to fire my arrow blindly.
All right.
Well, not necessarily. Like, I'm gonna take a stab at 2 locations.
Okay. So you do have some other options that I want to propose to you before you do that. The human by or the bandit by Wolfbane is 90 feet away, so you could attempt to shoot him. However, you would have a -2 due to long range.
Yeah, I'm alright.
All right. So
Better
you're gonna
chances.
do a blind shot at the guy.
Why don't you just try looking for him again? Like, just roll again to see if you can see him.
Do that, and then I will take a blind shot, if that.
Okay. So roll your perception check again. All right. You are now able to see him.
Damn, I was
Right
kinda
now,
hoping.
you are the only person able to see him. So you see him cowering in the bushes. He's really nervous as Ember is right next to him and just yelling obscenities at him about how she's going to kill him. So you have some options. You can point him out to your allies, which will take him from hidden to observed by everyone in the party. Or you can hunt prey him, and people won't know where he's at. Whatever you want to do.
Perfect. Go get him.
All right. So we'll say that you didn't hunt prey him, because that would have been your last action, and you just took a shot at him. So go ahead and deselect target is your hunted prey,
Okay.
and first attack on hunted prey. All right. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Me.
All right, so he takes 6 damage. And Ember, you hear kind of a wince coming from the direction of the bushes, but you don't see anything in the bushes.
Like a dying wimp or just somebody getting hit?
You hear
Okay.
All right. All right, it's this guy's turn, and everywhere he seems to run, people pop up in front of him. So Wolfsbane's not looking too good, so he'll take his chances, approach Wolfsbane, and just give him everything he has. He manages to get lucky with a critical hit. Dealing 4 damage to Wolfsbane. These guys are not doing well on their critical hits. Right, swings a second time and misses. And that's his turn. Rod, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I can only see one of them at this point, I think.
That is correct.
So he's pounding on Akan, who I consider an ally, and so I'm going to try to drop him with as many magic missiles as we can hit him with.
All right. All right. So he's just barely holding on after taking that barrage of 3 magic missiles for a total of 10 damage. And Wolfsbane, it is now your turn. You tower over him.
And I'll eat him.
Man, that was so close to a 19. All right, you hit. Roll your damage. All right, and you devour him.
All right. And I just start eating him.
I don't see it, right?
Oh, I'm just eating him. I'm going to town.
You guys probably hear it.
Okay.
The screams and then crunches and stuff like that.
I'm not phased by it. Fully used to it.
All right, Rowan, it's your turn. You hear Ember to the northeast, west of you, screaming obscenities at where a guy is hiding.
She's like right next to him.
Well, you don't see him.
I hear her screaming right here.
You hear
or...
her screaming, and you might have seen Grump take a shot. But
I see
you...
roughly where Grump took a shot.
So, this might actually be a good place for you to use your overflow ability.
That's what I figured.
Because that's an area of effect. And you know in general where he's at, but you don't know exactly where he's at.
Okay. But I don't even know sort of where he is. Can you give me like a area?
Basically next to Ember in the bush.
Oh, okay.
Right
In the
around
bushes.
here. Likely in the bushes.
Alright, let's see.
So if you drop an AoE on all the bushes, you'll likely potentially hit him.
Okay. So I'm gonna step forward a bit, I suppose.
Remember that Scorching Column is a 3 action.
Oh damn. I'm just out of range then.
Oh, snaps. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Unfortunately, you're correct.
Let me see.
Though, what's the cone or the radius of that?
It says 10
feet.
feet in diameter, 30 feet high.
All right. So if you drop it, yeah, you probably wouldn't even really be able to get the bush. So
Yeah.
what you could do is you could move to the top of the wagon with Grump as 2 moves, and then you could try a seek action.
Oh, I'm still measuring. Yeah, nope, that's not what I want. Okay.
So make sure that you're... Yep. Okay. Probably
Got it.
move you 1 more forward. All right, and go ahead and roll a secret perception check.
Oh, okay.
All right, you are not able to find him.
Jeez, man. She's just screaming at a bush, and I'm like, oh, that's weird.
I mean, you
Character
probably
for
figure there's
Ember.
something there, but I mean, she's generally not that insane. She's crazy, but not that insane.
Okay. Well, I guess that's me.
All right, Maggie, what are you gonna do?
Oh, geez. How close can I get to a con? How much movement? I get if I used all 3 actions for movement, I would have 75 feet, right?
So normally, yes. However, the areas of cliff count as double.
Okay. Well, I would like to start making my way towards the con because he needs me to use my healer's tools or my healing kit or whatever, my medicine skill.
All right.
How's everyone else feeling? Is it just a con that's doing poorly?
So do you have the battle medicine skill feat?
No. Can I
So
not do that then?
You won't be able to heal him in combat. After combat, you would be able to heal him.
Okay.
I
That
think
is
the battle
good to
toad is the
know.
only person who has battle medicine.
Oh. Okay. That is good to know. Sorry, am I accidentally pinging things to the chat instead of looking at them myself?
All right.
No,
So
I
I
don't see
moved you 65 feet towards Wolfsbane.
Sure. I'll still do that, so I'm ready after combat ends.
And it also looks like Roderick. Roderick's the other one that looks like he took a decent amount of damage. Everybody else only has like, I took 1 damage, so I'm fine.
Yeah, how are you feeling, Roderick? Is his internet also dead?
No, he's muted.
Jimmy!
You're muted, Jim.
I was muted. Yes, I'm also not feeling well. I've took a couple of hits that have knocked my tiny little gnomish self down a bit.
All right, Ember, your turn.
Well, I'm gonna look for this guy.
Whew. Yeah. You're just yelling at a bush. Now you saw why I gave you that feat that boosts your perception.
Yeah, I know. Okay, well, I'll look again. If I can't see him, I can't do anything.
You can randomly attack a square.
Do I see him?
Sometimes you get lucky.
You do not.
This guy's hiding really well.
Yeah,
She's also really blind.
my perception is
Like an
not
hide
very
and
good.
seek champion.
I only have a +4 to my perception. So, can I take my hand off my weapon and just try to punch into the bush?
Well, I don't think you've reloaded.
No, I haven't. That's why I was gonna punch.
Sure, but remember, it would take an action to re-two-hand your weapon.
Can I use my weapon as a melee weapon and try to hit it?
As of right now, no.
How about kick? Can I kick him? Can
Sure.
I kick him without taking my hand off?
You can attempt to kick the bush. Point at which square of the bush that you're hitting.
The
That
one
one?
directly in front of me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kick into
So
it.
what I need you to do is to roll a secret attack roll.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kick into it because I'm angry. So I'm just like, I just try to kick him, or
All
just
right.
I just kick
And
into the
now
bush.
I need you to roll just a flat d20. Secret as well.
How do you do just a flat? Oh, here we go. Never mind. I think I found it. Oh, Sorry, I didn't. I just clicked the button.
All right. Go ahead and try it again.
I don't see how I can make it secret from down below.
So if you look at the bottom of the chat,
Mm-hmm.
there's some icons at the chat. So you'll see one that says public role, private GM role, blind GM role.
I don't see any of those.
There are icons.
One
Oh,
looks
in
like a
your
ghost
character.
from Pac-Man.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
So I click that. Okay.
Yeah, the blind GM one. And then just do the D20 icon towards the bottom. and
Okay.
hit
I
roll.
clicked too many. Oh, never mind. I got it. There we go. I clicked the ghost thingy.
You did self-roll. I said bye to ghost. Not you want the one that looks like Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, because it doesn't actually tell me what those things are.
You have to mouse over them.
I moused over them. It doesn't say.
Okay. I'm gonna mess with your custom settings later. Alright, so you do a swift kick to the bush, and all you feel is foliage.
Okay. I'm just
No one
mad.
wants a swift kick to the bush.
Yeah, I'm just screaming. It's very clear that I'm upset. And that's it.
Alright, Grump, it is your turn. And you saw the guy, but he kind of shuffled around a bit, and now you no longer see him.
Okay. Well. Suppose I will search for his ass. There you go. Alright.
Alright, you thought you saw something, but you didn't catch a look at him.
Okay. And now I try once more.
Alright, focusing in a little bit more, you see him. And he's over at the edge of the bush. And you see him just cowering there, looking terrified. So you have, again, you can point him out to where he is in the party, where he would go hidden to observed. Or you could attempt to take a shot at him. It's your call.
Okay, I'll point him out this time.
All right, everyone, you hear Grump say, he's at the edge of the bush. And you all see him right there at the edge of the bush. Ember, you also hear, as your eyes lock onto him, a kind of, oh shit. Roderick, it is your turn.
Redectic.
Oh,
I
Redectic, okay.
will, having seen the guy get pointed out, we will target him for some damage.
All right, right now he's 105 feet away.
And I'm all out of anything with range, with that kind of range. So, let's see. If we do, how close can I?
You're right in 60
Yeah,
feet.
He's still at 60 feet, and
I believe your range is 30.
everything I've got left is 30. So I guess we'll take a.
All right, he's just unfortunately outside your range.
Yeah, well, I've moved as close as I can get this round.
You actually should have. Oh no, you're right. Apologize. All right. Pecan, what are you continuing to feast on that guy?
Would I have heard that there's another guy on the battlefield?
Yeah, you would know where he's at.
You guys got it. I'm gonna keep eating this guy. And yeah, that's pretty much it I'm gonna do.
All right. Rowan, your turn.
And now I explode the bush. Okay. Ew.
Bernie Bush. It's just
All right, so you're using the scorching column.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and post it to the chat.
How do I do that?
Just click the 3 action thing next to scorching column. All right, and that lets me have him roll his basic reflex check, which he failed. So you go and you roll the damage. So you just click on the D8 fire damage.
I scream, "Get out of there!" My bud. And then here we go. That is not great.
One moment. Just want to take a quick look at something. Because
Yeah,
that
for
should
like
have
a finisher.
automatically been upgraded to... All right, roll a d10.
Wait, I found him.
Yeah, they're still working on the automation for the kineticist. So your single gate fire should have upgraded it to a 10. All right, so he
God.
takes 3 fire damage. And the bush and surrounding area light on fire, doing 1 fire damage to every person who enters that square and the squares around it. All right,
you know
Maggie,
that I'm
your turn.
resistant one fire, so you know that I don't care.
Okay.
I think Maggie likes to think that she's fire resistant, but she's probably not. I am going to... Gosh, I really don't know what I'm going to do. Since we're still in combat. Also, I'm sorry for all the pinging. That was just me trying to figure out who all the little tokens are.
You can probably pass because it's not going to last much longer.
Okay, yeah, then I'll just pass. I'll just pass this turn. Can I ready an action in this version?
You can, but he's outside your range. He's like 100 feet away from you.
No, I meant can I ready an action to heal or use my
medicine
we'll
kit
dr-
as soon as combat ends?
We're gonna drop out of encounter mode and go to exploration mode, and then you can just freely just declare what you're doing.
Okay, great. Then yeah, I'll just.
All
You're just
right.
watching him devour this guy. It's
I'm
probably
like,
quite an interesting
This
sight.
is fascinating. It's just he's very efficient about it.
Yeah, it's interesting how he gets that marrow out of the bones, like how he breaks the bones open and
It's
sucks
it's
the marrow.
it's the crack and slurp. He's got
Yeah.
a distinct technique.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like, you ever seen someone eat like chicken wings and they're really good at it? It's just like that.
All right. So this bandit comes up to you, Rod, and he throws down his weapon, gets on his knees, and is like, "Please, I surrender. Just keep that thing away from me." And he points to Ember.
Yeah, she's crazy. You said he dropped his weapons.
Yeah,
All right.
his
So-
short bow.
I'll push him down on the ground on his belly and sit on his head and say, "All right, I got him. It's over."
All right, Ember. Before we drop out of encounter mode, are you gonna allow that to stand?
Yeah, because we probably do need to interrogate him, so I'll kill him after we interrogate him.
Okay. All right. So that concludes this encounter. So we will continue on with this next week.
Oh, okay.
Or next
Alrighty.
session.
Sounds good.
This was really fun. Thank you.
Yes.
Sounds good.
And
Yes,
it'll
thank
probably
you,
get
Lindell.
easier once we get used to
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
like system
Mhm.
and dropping and what all the buttons do, because
Oh
like
yeah,
even
there's
trying
so
to
many more
like
buttons.
yeah, even trying to like I spent a good chunk of today and yesterday trying to figure out what everything does, and it's just weird.
Yeah,
many
I
buttons.
figured we would only get through the introductory combat because even though a few of us are familiar with the system as far as working in Foundry, there's still a lot of things you gotta get used to changing over.
Yeah, and we had done that other campaign, but that was a while back, and
Yeah.
uh, new characters, new abilities, new everything.
Yeah, and a lot of us are
Um,
playing like more advanced characters, like
Yeah.
so like the spellcasters, inventors, an advanced character. I think Kineticus is like a brand new. It has like a ton of stuff. So I think the only two who aren't playing like super advanced characters are the ranger, the frog dude, and Puppy with his barbarian. And even then, you have like a lot of weird stuff too, right? With your like eating people.
I mean, that's not mechanical.
That's just flavor.
Okay. But yeah, it's just like activate this, and then you have this effect going on, and then like so many of us have pets too. So
Yes, I am going to definitely be annoying while learning how to play Lionel, and I'm so sorry about that in advance.
yeah, there's something weird. It's like you can only like once you have one of your characters targeted, or like in effect, it's like difficult to switch to the other one. I don't know what's going on with it. But anyways, it's fun. We're insane. We'll be a great party.
I think we're a really fun party. I really like us so far.
Morally questionable for sure.